like chained and starved guard dogs, eager to attack.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Rob had a way of not thinking about things. He imagined himself as a suitcase that was too full, like the one he had packed when they left Jacksonville. He made all his feelings go inside the suitcase. He stuffed them in tight and then sat on the suitcase and locked it shut. That was the way he not thought about things. Sometimes it was hard to keep the suitcase shut, but now he had something to put on top of it, the tiger. So as he waited for the bus under the Kentucky Star sign, and as the first drops of rain fell from the sullen sky, Rob imagined the tiger on top of his suitcase, blinking his golden eyes, sitting proud and strong, unaffected by all the not thoughts inside straining to come out. Oh, we're calm. You can finger it. It's cool. Holy moly. Got a couple spots for us to practice this today. Couple spots. You will remember that to inference is to use what we know to guess what we don't. I'm going to go through a couple of sentences that we hear, a couple of thoughts. Couple of thoughts in here, and then I'm going to ask you a follow-up question to see if you can use that inferencing skill with this book. Alright. I appreciate those who are being nice and patient right now. Here we go. Okay. Reading this section to you and asking you a question. 1, 2, 3. Eyes on me.
1, 2. Eyes on you.
Finding the tiger had been luck. He knew that. He had been out in the woods behind the Kentucky Star Motel, way out in the woods, not really looking for anything, just wandering, hoping that maybe he would get lost or get eaten by a bear and not have to go to school ever again. According to this passage, do you think that our main character, Rob, likes school? You can raise your hand. Using what you know to figure out and guess what we don't. Does Rob like school? Ishan? No. Why do you say no?
Because he said that he get eaten by a bear or something.
Yeah, you said you want to get eaten by a bear to never have to go to school again, right? That's pretty dramatic. Kind of extra, if you will. Based off what we know about him so far, do we think he's having a good day or a bad day? What kind of day do you think our friend Rob is having? Give me 1 second. Colton, what are you thinking?
Bad.
You're thinking a bad day. Tell me why.
Because he wants to kill himself.
Well, not exactly. Kind of. Based off the way he's thinking, it sounds like it's been a rough day, right? I would generally agree with that. Not sure what just made that noise. If it's been that long, someone in this room needs to get put away. We'll talk about that again in a second. Another section here for you. Right here. They were both dressed up in suits that day. His father's suit was too small. And when he slapped Rob to make him stop crying, he ripped a hole underneath the arm of his jacket. There ain't no point in crying, his father had said afterwards. Crying ain't gonna bring her back. What kind of person can we infer that Rob's father is? Give me a word. What's a characteristic of Rob's father we can infer? Brief hold. Hello? Okay. Yes, but thank you. Awesome. Thank you. What's a word we could use, a characteristic for Rob's father? Rob's father. Olivia.
Seems like he's kind of mean to Rob.
Kind of mean, maybe. A little mean to Rob. What makes you think that?
Because it's a funeral, and at a funeral you're normally cry because it's a loved one who passed away. And he's kind of...
Tough guy, right? Who's got another word, a characteristic for Rob's father? Roman.
I think I can describe it better in a sentence, if that's okay.
Please.
It's kind of weird, but I think he's a tough person that, like, if you got hurt, you just, like, get up and deal with it or stuff.
Kind of one of those, like, doesn't matter what happens to you, keep going, deal with it. Like one of those guys? Yeah. I think I agree with you. He's a little tough, like you said. I'm not sure who's making the whistling noise. It needs to stop. Thank you. After that, really quick, I have one more for you, and I want to see what you can infer from this last section. Make sure you take our shots there. The final thing he did not think about that morning was getting onto the bus. He specifically did not think about Norton and Billy Threemonger, waiting for him like chained and starved guard dogs, eager to attack. What do you think? What is something you're thinking about those boys, Norton and Billy Threemonger, based off of what you know? Maybe give me a word for what you think those boys might be. Anyone got one? He specifically didn't think about Norton and Billy Threemonger, like starved and chained guard dogs waiting to attack. Kavion? Mean, okay? So we give me a little more specific. What else? They're mean, but what? What makes them? What kind of mean are they? Olivia? You think there's bullies. Tell me why. Olivia's thinking they're bullies. Who's got another thought alongside that? Who can work with me on this? Hannah, you got something to add to that? You think they're friends? Tell me why you think they're friends. Because they're waiting on the bus for him. So now I have two different thoughts. I have some who think they're bullies, some who think they're friends. What do you guys think? Who's got an opinion on this? Bullies or friends? Katie?
They're a dinosaur,
You
and I think they're friends.
You think friends? Okay, why?
Because they get along. It's kind of like they get along, fight, get along, fight. It's like how friends.
You think it's back and forth? Thank you for sharing. Colton? Not yet. You have a thought on whether they're friends or bullies? Kavion, go ahead.
Well, can they technically be both of us? They could be bullying, but at the same time, they could be friends,
I see what your thinking is. I would personally say that if someone is bullying you, they're not your friend. But I understand what you're thinking is, like, sometimes there's friends who are a little bit mean to each other. We're going to one more time. The final thing he did not think about that morning was getting onto the bus. He specifically did not think about Norton and Billy Threemonger waiting for him like chained and starved guard dogs, eager to attack. Olivia?
I think they're bullies because it says eager to attack.
Big points to look at here. I agree with Olivia on this. Eager to attack. Friends don't attack you. Other thing. He was trying to avoid getting on the bus. He didn't want to be with them. And he said they were waiting for him like starved guard dogs. You know what starved guard dogs want to do? Eat. So now I have two guys he's trying to avoid, and they are wanting to attack and eat. Sounds like it's not going to be so... Oh, Roman, you just have an epiphany over there? What do you got?
Maybe in his world, maybe he's not talking about the bus, but maybe he's talking about tigers.
Okay, so explain this to me. Tell me what you're thinking. You think maybe he's talking about tigers?
Was there a period after he said he didn't want to get on the bus?
Like punctuation?
Yeah.
The final thing he did not think about that morning was getting onto the bus, period. Yes.
Maybe he was already on the bus and getting home.
So you think maybe what we're seeing is a little bit more, the word would be metaphorical, like it's showing us something but it means something else. Interesting thinking. That may very well come into play here as we go through this book. Romani?
I use the bathroom.
You may. Just to wrap this in a little bow here, because this is a skill that you need to have if you're in 4th grade. Give me a 1, 2, 3, eyes on me.
1, 2, eyes on you.
Look and see who I have. Thanks, Melania. Thanks, Olivia and Aubrey. Kavion, Katie. Thank you. Thank you, Roman, Callie. Thank you, Haven. Maya, Ariel, Ella. Colton, Yishan, thank you. Inferencing. It's using what we know to guess what we don't. Using what we know to guess what we don't. Using what we what? Know to guess what we
Don't know.
yes. Using what we know to guess what we don't. The skill that you'll need a lot in your life, but that you specifically need in 4th grade. We'll do a lot more reading of The Tiger Rising here soon. We're going to read this book relatively quickly. So normally I will probably read more than one chapter to you. But being that I want to make sure we talk about inferencing today, get some of that common language, I want to make sure we talk about it. So, with that, we'll be good on Read Aloud today. Marshawn, you're good on that. Thank you.